Hello friends, I'm Dr. Dinesh Harkut. We'll take you the short tour which will cover the basics of computer network. In this video series, I will cover all the topics related to computer networks like what is computer network, what is internet, layered protocols, protocols at application layer, transport layer, network layer, link layer, issues related with network securities and various firewall. Now we will discuss the file transfer protocol, yet another application layer protocol where FTP is a standard network protocol used for transfer of computer files between client and server on a computer network. Basically, FTP is built on client-server model architecture using separate control and data connections between client and the server. In a typical FTP session, the user is sitting in front of one of the hosts, that is the local host, and wants to transfer file to or from a remote host. In order for the user to access the remote account, user must provide user identification and a password. After providing this credential authorization information, the user can transfer file from local file system to remote file system and vice versa. As shown in the figure, the user interact with FTP through a FTP user agent. The user first provides the host name of the remote host, causing FTP client process in the local host to establish a TCP connection with FTP server process in the remote host. The user then provides user identification and password which are sent over TCP connection as a part of FTP command. Once the server has authorized the user copies one or more files stored in a local file system into a remote file system or vice versa. HTTP and FTP are the file transfer protocols. They have many more common characteristics. For example, they both run on the top of TCP. However, two application level protocols have some important differences. The most striking difference is that FTP uses two parallel TCP connections to transfer a file, a control connection and a data connection. The control connection is used for sending control information between two hosts, that is information such as user identification, password, command to change remote directory, or command to put or get files, whereas the data connection is used to actually send a file. Because FTP uses a separate control connection, FTP is said to send its control information out of band. Generally, FTP server works on port 21. It is a sort of client server model wherein client is nothing but a site that initiates the transfer either to or from the remote, and server is a remote host. When a user starts an FTP session with a remote host, the client side of FTP, that is user, first initiate a control TCP connection with the server side, that is remote host, on server port number 21. The client side of FTP sends the user identification and password over a control connection. The client side of FTP also sends over a control connection commands to change the remote directory. When the server side receives a command for a file transfer over a control connection, either to or from the remote host, server side initiate a TCP data connection to the client side. FTP sends exact one file over a data connection and then closes the data connection. If during the same connection or same session, the user wants to transfer another file, FTP open another data connection. Thus, FTP, the control connection remains open throughout the duration of the user interaction, but a new data connection is created for each file transfer within a session. That is, data connection is non-persistent. Throughout a session, FTP server must maintain state about the user. In particular, the server must associate the control connection with a specific user account. The server must keep track of users' current directory as the user wander about the remote directory tree. Keeping track of this state information for each ongoing user session significantly constrains the total number of sessions that FTP can maintain simultaneously. Here we will see briefly some of the more common commands, FTP commands and their replies. Actually, the commands from client and server and replies from server to client are sent across the control connection in plain 7-bit ASCII format. Thus, like HTTP commands, FTP commands are also readable by people. In order to delineate successive commands, a carriage return and line feed end each command. Each command consists of 4 uppercase ASCII characters, some with optional arguments. There is typically one-to-one correspondence between the command that the user issue and the FTP command sent across the control connection. Each command is followed by a reply sent from the server to client. The replies are the 3-digit numbers with an optional message following the numbers. This is similar in structure to the status code and phrases in the status line of HTTP response message. Some typical replies allowing with their possible messages are command like user, which provides a username, pass provides a password, list return the list of files in current directory, retrieve RETR file names retrieves or to get the file, store file name, store or put the file into remote host. Some of the sample return code from server side includes 331, that is username supplied by the client is okay, password required. 125, data connection already open, transfer starting. 425, cannot open data connections. 452, error while writing the files. These are some of the examples of sample return codes from server to client and some of the commands issued by client to server. Thank you very much for listening to me till end.